So where are we going now then? This looks
Right,
like
we're going round here to the church. St Tydeco's Church at Mastloyd. Mastloyd derived from mine, Floyd, grey, standing stone.
Makes perfect sense. Mine Floyd. Beautiful buildings.
We're just about 1 mile from the Marion Mill, and the battlefield is in between. And I think, was it old Yoda Morganog or whoever Bavarian archaeology?
Well, he's the main one, yes.
Yeah,
Mr.
well,
William,
it says
yes.
there that the Battle of Camlan, in Bavarian archaeology in 18 whenever it was,
Yeah.
that the battle was fought between Mastloyd and Dinnerspelby. And this is the nearest church to the battlefield, Arthur's nephew.
And here's the site of the church.
Yeah, slippery steps.
Okay.
Need the handrail.
Okay.
Prince Charles went the other way, down the other side. Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah, you're right, it is slippery.
No, Prince Charles used these steps. Yeah, he did.
You did come up the right way.
Yeah. I've gone in one way and come back the other. Anyway, we are now going to Dows. Get your dowsing rods out.
Okay, so I need 3 hands.
Careful of the gravestones. And, oh, we can't see it. Or can we?
Because the mist is on.
Tree. Remember I told you the tall tree?
Yep. The mist has come down, hasn't
Yeah. Anyway, here's the lay. One edge, right?
it? Right.
You can douse it with your rods.
Yeah.
Careful you don't trip on the graves.
That's the one-handed douse, I think. I can douse one-handed. There it goes. Here's the edge of the lay. One-handed dowsing. There you go. So the camera in the other hand. You can see it's pointing in the completely right direction. Isn't it marvellous? Let's open my eyes up. It's a completely new thing to me, this dowsing, and it's just amazing. I'm dowsing one-handed now because I'm holding the camera.
Yeah, do one hand.
Still works.
Watch your feet.
Yep.
And this is the original compass bearing we took earlier.
Yes.
Anyway, it's over there. The battlefield, the stone is over there.
Yes, I can see that.
The lay goes, well, I get coming to this stone here, you see. And
Oh, so I should have done it on the camera then. Let's bring this up there, and then I'll just think about the lay.
That was the walk.
And there it goes, look, yeah.
Right. And I think there's another bit, as if it might have been broken, but that, I reckon, was the original mine Floyd, which became the altar stone of the first church. And the altar is just the other side of the stained glass window.
Okay, there's a couple of etchings that might be more recent perhaps.
Now this is another stone which I think was decoration, and you can see a bishop's crook and bishop's mitre.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I don't know which bishop. Is it St David? This would be now it's the Diocese of Bangor, and
there's a few candidates then, isn't there?
Oh well, the first bishop of Bangor was installed by Morgan Gwynedd, St Deiniol.
Deiniol, yes.
Deiniol. Well, he was the first bishop of Bangor, but I don't know who it would been. It wouldn't. He wasn't bishop when this church was built, because this church was built in 520, long before the Battle of Camlan in 537. But anyway, of course, the carving could have been Middle Ages. Anyway, that looks like a bishop, or maybe it's an abbot. Did abbots have mitres as well?
I don't know.
I don't know, but the cousin of Tydeco was Camlan, and he was an abbot over at Towyn. He had a college there, and first abbot of Bardsey Island, Ynys Enlli. which is extremely significant.
Yes.
I can tell an awful lot about Ynys Enlli, but just
Was it because
separate out Ynys Enlli, Bardside is extremely
Yes.
significant.
This must be 20,000 saints are buried there,
All
isn't
that,
it?
yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
that's the...
And Derfel, my incarnation,
Your
then I
incarnation,
was the
Derfel ends up-
3rd abbot.
Oh, you're the abbot there, right?
Camlan, then Saidad, then me.
So that'd been after the fighting days.
Yes,
There you
at the
get
end of my life. I
baptised
died
and
there, my
off.
grave's there.
Right.
I have danced on my own grave. Yes.
Wonderful.
And Cadfan, if he was abbot, he was the abbot. You know, if it's Cadfan, I got no, I'm just guessing here. His main place then, he was actually buried. Now, he was the abbot of Bardside, he's not buried there. How strange. Everybody else was
Yeah, all those thousands of saints
bodies
buried
taken
there.
over
Yeah.
to Bardside to be buried, but his was taken the other way and he was buried over at Towyn. And it's marked by standing stones in the churchyard of his church, St Cadfan's Church at Towyn.
Right, right.
He had a church at Llan Cadfan, 12, 13 miles down the road there, Llan Cadfan.
Yeah. Sacred place in
And
Cadfan,
he used to
yeah.
walk between the two, 12, 13 miles that way to Towyn. And he would, Slibra Cadfan, the path of Cadfan goes through the Dubby parish today. Well, so I was told about it, this is Slibra Cadfan, the old path of Cadfan. And he used to walk between his two churches, Towyn, Llan Cadfan. And he would break his journey here at Mallwyd and stay the night with his cousin Tydeco.
It's all here, isn't it?
So maybe it's Cadfan, but I don't
It's
know.
all
But
here.
The thing is, this is where the lay comes to this standing stone, which would have been the altar stone. Now, this church was rebuilt. Well, it was rebuilt by the Victorians, but it was also rebuilt by the Elizabethans in the late 1500s. And the rubble from the original church, which is 520 AD, was reused, and that would have been the original altar, now incorporated in the wall behind the modern altar. And if you think St Tydeco's bones will be buried under his altar, they're not at this church. His mother church, this was the Chapel of Ease at Mallwyd. His mother church is at Llanymlfi, and of course there's another big legend about that. But how many legends can you take in at once? His bones were actually buried under the altar of the church at Llanymlfi, which was built in 518. Okay?
Excellent. So you see, so if we were around here, we can...
You can. We've just
down to the stone at Cadfan
going
as well,
to
haven't we? Yeah.
the Mine Lloyd, the original standing stone, which is now Mallwyd, Mine Lloyd, which was once the altar of St Tydeco's Church. Of course, it would have been a standing stone thousands of years before Christianity. And it stood, well, I had lots of dowsers come and doused the spot where it stood. Somewhere about here. And we then doused other stones which are smaller. There's a small circle of stones which are not here now, but you can, if you like, spend time dowsing them. And the only credence I can have is that I have witnessed top dowsers from all over the world, even from Australia and Canada and places like that, and they not know each other, never been here before. I'm the only link between all of them, and I know they all douse the same spots, so therefore they're all agreeing on something.
Yes.